I'd been talking to DissociaDID's Reddit at some point today. But there are a few things I want to say to Grandpa's Lounge. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that the 2CI happened, man. That that type of that type of traumatic experience, especially with Asperger's or any sort of cognitive disorder, is it's really grueling to go through. It's actually really difficult to go through. I have a lot of I could try to relate in I could relate in a lot of ways, but DID is not a false disorder. People come upon adapting in a certain way that helps them. Um, there are certain things that make certain experiences to people, um, and switching can be a real thing. But I agree with you that it is nobody's responsibility and it is nobody's job to help facilitate that someone do that. It it can be like the feeling of lying to yourself can be awful. It really can. Um, the Hold on. Yeah. Peritraumatic experiences and the peak of decision and how a person goes from one way to another, to accept all that as narrative. That's difficult for people. I don't think people should have to do that. People's experience, um, they shouldn't have to perpetually um, they shouldn't have to perpetually come to terms with something that's impossible. Although people's experiences for even basing themselves, like, people can first learn who they are, and that whole experience builds on other experiences. I wouldn't want a doctor approaching me saying, well, I can tell how you are, I can tell how you act, although I'm not going to say a few things and I'm going to cause fronting. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Um, I think it's natural to accept new narrative and accept new needs and have them merge as one thing. But that's, to me, that's talk therapy. That is it's difficult if no one brings it up, and that's my situation. A lot of people don't bring it up. I don't know what they think of me. It's just a lot of there's a lot of upset. Sometimes I don't know who I am, and I could be an asshole trying to. I don't know. I get blunt with my own time. I get blunt with my own time because uh, it becomes difficult because people want to put it one way. People want you to work within certain stuff. So, but as far as therapy goes, it's a definite decision to get therapy, make yourself understand what elements, what things are different about your therapy that and incorporate them into daily life. Um, when you give certain elements to people, um, um, everything works within and on top, and everything's all fucking put together and shit like that. But yeah, hold on. At a certain point, someone doesn't want more trauma, and I think that's a generalized statement that DissociateID makes. Um, Yeah. So again, I'm trying to retract the statement of "fu," but to the people in our chat, uh, don't call me a toddler for. I mean, I understand that there's a lot going on. Like people do have experiences in that realm, and people are trying to gain awareness. So I guess don't call me that, but it's definitely something that I should question if someone's trying to, oh, you don't make sense, or something's going on, oh, this, because to me it seems emotionally abusive. To me, it's emotionally abusive. Someone tells me I don't make sense. In fact, it's very alarming to me that someone says I don't make sense, because it literally means to me that I'm going to make sure you don't notice that I'm about to hurt you. And that really sucks because that can play out my entire life, and I hated it. Um, yeah. So, uh, associative disorders difficult. Dealing with people difficult. Yeah.